This is an introduction to holistic health. You can find out more at wildgameart.com. At wildgameart.com, if you go to the home page and you click on Pocketbook, you can download a free pocketbook on holistic health. You can print this out. It's best printed out 4 pages on one. And you can also download a daily menu, which looks like this. A daily menu where you can, daily menu or daily routine, where you can mark off how much water you drink, how much you exercise, how much sunlight you get, sleep, to-do list, and how much fruit and vegetables you eat. Okay, the website is wildgameart.com. Holistic health, what does it mean? And restoring a natural rhythm. This is an introduction to holistic health and restoring a natural rhythm. Holistic health means well-being of the mind, body, and spirit. Our mental, physical, and spiritual well-being are all connected. Holistic health means if our mind, body, or spirit is sick, they all stop. They're like the gears in a gearbox. If one breaks, all motion stops. They're all connected. For example, people who are depressed, suffering from a heart attack, have 2.5 times the risk of dying. And this statistic does not change with or without medication. Yale did a study. People who saw the glass half full, in other words, have a positive outlook in life, lived an average of 7.5 years longer. Isn't that exciting? A positive attitude. The opposite is true too. People who have a pessimistic outlook on life, who saw the glass half empty, lived 7 to 7.5 years shorter. That is a combined 15 years difference just in our attitude. Disease and illness are mostly genetic, environmental, infection, smoking-related disease, diet and exercise-related. What do you think is most important in this? A lot of people think, oh, we're just our genes, it doesn't matter what we do or how we live. If we look at bee larvae with identical genes, the one develops into a worker bee, the other one develops into a queen bee. The difference is one gets fed honey and nectar, the other one royal jelly. Our genes do not determine who we are and what we are in life, but what we do with it, including nutrition and exercise and choices we make in life. A queen bee, same genes, different diet, different development, it lives 10 times as long and is fertile. The number one cause of death, poor diet and exercise. Second to that, alcohol, and second tobacco, and thirdly alcohol. Number one cause, poor diet and exercise. In this series, we're going to show you how to replace negative with positive. For example, French fries, replace them with baked sweet potatoes. Or depression, how to replace that with hope. Restoring a natural rhythm is a concept that I want to share with you. Our heart has a natural rhythm. If this rhythm gets disturbed, that can be the end of us. There's a natural rhythm in life. God created light and darkness, day and night, work and sleep. 6 days God worked, then on the Sabbath, 7th day, He rested. The French tried a 10-day work week. It didn't go too well. They reverted back to a 7-day work week. Our bodies also have a natural rhythm. If you think about hormones like melatonin and cortisol and their relationship with sleep, there's a natural rhythm, a 24-hour cycle. If you eat, 15 to 30 minutes later, you have an urge to use the bathroom, a natural rhythm in life. The water or CSF around our brain have a natural rhythm, how we produce this water and reabsorb it. 4 times a day we replace this water surrounding our brain and spinal cord. There is a natural rhythm in life. We can restore a natural rhythm via a routine. This is an example on the website wildgameart.com. You can print out a copy of this. Wake up every morning, set an alarm clock. How much water you drink, read and play. Read and pray, exercise, sunlight, sleep, to-do list, the fruits and vegetables you eat each day. Vibrant Life, May, June 2011 says if you're not busy enough to require an alarm clock and a journal, you're not busy enough to maintain brain functioning. I want to go one step further and say you're not busy enough to maintain physical or spiritual well-being either. Work as part of a routine is important in this daily schedule. A natural rhythm for us to stay healthy mentally, physically, and spiritually. A rhythm and routine keeps us sane and orients us. Small children flourish on routine charts. For example, homework, brush teeth, read, and sleep. It provides us security, productivity, orientation, and keeps our brains focused. The time difference during daylight saving time is enough to cause an increased risk for heart attack. Just a little adjustment in time is enough to cause an increased rate of heart attack. Schizophrenia is associated with significant sleep disturbances. Not only the result of the disease, but likely plays a significant role in the development of this disease and treatment of this disease. A daily routine can include an alarm clock where we wake up, drinking water, seeking God's will, eating breakfast, exercising, going to work, serving, sleeping before midnight, and also getting frequent rest. Daily routine could look like this, a little chart which we make and check off things we have to do that day. Record keeping is important to tell us how much we eat, how much we exercise, and all the things we have to do. Einstein, when confronted with the question, "Why are you so brilliant?" his answer and reply was, "I stay with a problem long after others have given up." Persistence. Third key concept, persistence. What do you think the Bible says? We must forgive 70 times 7 times. It's a good number, and all of these could be true, but I believe action is important in our lives, that feelings follow action, and action is mental glue. Small changes can make a big difference. Don't get discouraged. Do what you can. Is it worthwhile, you would ask me, to modify our lifestyle? Well, take a look at this study. People between the ages of 60 and 70 started to do strength training. In other words, bodybuilding. At the age of 70, can you imagine that? This allowed them to stay independent for 10 to 12 years longer. Wouldn't you like to be able to wipe your own nose for 10 to 12 years longer and then somebody do it for you? Flossing, something simple as flossing your teeth, can decrease your risk for heart disease 25%. It can make you live 1 to 2 years longer, just flossing alone. People in the USA suffer from a lot of disease. Half of their lifetime they'll suffer from one or more disease. It's not just about living longer, but living disease-free. Leading cause for death in this country is heart disease followed by cancer. Top 7 causes of disease: heart and blood vessel disease, heart attacks and strokes. Number 1 cause of death. Second, cancer. It forms more than 3/4% of all diseases we have, and to a large extent, these are related to poor diet and lack of exercise, preventable causes. The number 1 cause of death and disease is lack of proper diet and exercise. Out of 10 people, 4 to 5 out of 10 will die from cancer. Prevention is a lot better than cure. I want you to remember this. Free radicals. This is a molecule, and it lacks one paired electron right there. There is that paired electron. And it will go to the next molecule and steal an electron, and then the next molecule would be lacking one. This is a free radical, where a molecule lacks a paired electron. This chain reaction of stealing electrons causes a lot of inflammation in the body, and eventually also leads to cancer and also leads to heart disease. Free radicals cause a lot of damage in our bodies. It's kind of like a meteor shower, constantly attacking our cells. You've seen this warning? All over there's warnings for risk of chemicals. But even in our own bodies, obesity, for example, have a 12 times increased risk for breast cancer in postmenopausal women. So it's not just extrinsic factors. This is a partial list of all the things that can cause cancer. It's much longer than that. What food is the highest in antioxidants? Do you know? It's actually small red beans are the highest in antioxidants. I tell you that because you don't have to eat expensive to eat healthy. Small red beans are the highest in antioxidants. Second to this is beets, and all plant foods are high in antioxidants. What do antioxidants do? They neutralize free radicals. They give that electron that is short of the free radicals, they neutralize that chain reaction and protect our bodies. Breslow's scale, or a questionnaire of 7 factors. If you score all 7 of these right, you have a lot of health factors. If you sleep well, no eating between meals, eat breakfast, maintain proper weight, regular exercise, no use or moderate use of alcohol, and no smoking, your total score is 7. And it makes a big difference in your life. If you don't, then you live a lot shorter. For example, a man aged 50 can be as young physically as 36 years if he has all 7 of these health factors. Yet, if he has only 0 to 2 of these, his body is as old as 72 years. What we do in life matters. I want you to understand that 80% of disease is related to lifestyle, what we do, not genes, but what we decide to do, and disease is preventable. It's becoming increasingly clear that chronic inflammation is the root of cause of many serious illnesses, including heart disease, many cancers, and Alzheimer's disease. A daily routine and schedule incorporating health principles, including sunlight, can restore a natural rhythm which can bring you health. As an example, I want to show you a blood vessel and blood vessel disease. This is an artery. Inside is the blood of the artery. Here's the white cells and the red cells moving within this chamber or this artery. And when this artery becomes narrow, it's not a big deal. The blood just moves a little bit faster, but it still gets there. And even narrower, it needs to get very narrow before it starts making a big difference. More importantly is what happens in the wall of this artery. There develops calcium deposits, cholesterol deposits, and inflammation. And it's this inflammation especially that's very dangerous, especially when this inflammation comes close to the surface and ruptures. When this ruptures, the platelets come and they block this off and aggregate together and clump together to try and seal this area of ulceration or damage off. But the problem is they clump too much. They clump, keep clumping, and then they block this entire artery, and the red blood cells and other cells can't get past, and the heart can't get the nutrients it needs. This is the cause of a heart attack. It's a fine balance in life between the antioxidants, the variety of plant foods we eat, versus the free radicals and the animal products we eat. Flossing our teeth, exercising, versus stress in life, and all the other damages that enter our bodies. Lifestyle study showing that restricted fat diet of less than 10%. In these patients, 82% of them arteries started to open up. 14% of them arteries didn't change. Only 4% had progression of disease. So a diet less than 10%, 82% of their arteries started to open up again. Our mental, physical, and spiritual well-being are all connected. I want you to remember that. You cannot be depressed and think your body will be healthy. Restoring a natural rhythm in life via routine is important. Incorporating all the health principles that we will talk about subsequently is important. Having a routine in life where we check off the water we drink, getting sunlight each day, all of those components are important. Persistence, not giving up. Remember those people who did bodybuilding? Small changes make a big difference. Remember those people who were bodybuilding at the age of 60 to 70 and were able to stay independent 10 to 12 years longer? And prevention is better than cure. It's a lot easier to prevent disease than to treat it. A daily routine and a daily schedule can help us incorporate all these factors. At wildgameart.com, you can download a free pocket guide of holistic health, restoring a natural rhythm. You can also download the free daily routine, and the daily routine looks like this. You set an alarm clock, you drink your water, you read and pray, you keep a journal of to-do lists, get your daily sunlight, work and serve each day, mark off the fruit and vegetables you eat to find this disease, and also remembering how good God is to you, developing a positive attitude in life. I encourage you to visit our website, wildgameart.com, where you can get free downloads and also watch additional topics on restoring a natural rhythm and why each one of these are important for your health.